boy can learn to be a man, growing up with a cane pole in his hand. Like a fool of dream sitting down by the stream that leads him to the Corpus Bay. Give him a shotgun to please his mind, give them quail a few reasons to fly. Living in the city just ain't for me, I wanna go back to the country. Take me to Texas, I wanna go down that open road. Take me to Texas, I wanna see how far this country goes. Take me to Texas, I wanna go down that open road. Take me to Texas, I wanna see how far this country goes. From the pheasant up north to the bucks down south, the east and west have got them largemouth. Hill country hunting and the Gulf Coast trout, this is what country's all about.
Hey folks, I'm TJ Graney, your host for the Texas Outdoor Zone. Today I'm with Yusuke Miyazaki. He's originally from Tokyo, now he lives in Mineola, Texas. And we're at Lake Fork. It's early spring, big bass. We're gonna go out. He's a Skeeter team fisherman, fishes the Bassmaster Trail, and he's gonna show us some tricks on how to find, we're gonna use some crankbaits.
And also flipping today.
And he's gonna try and teach me how to flip. Okay, you don't wanna miss this. This is gonna be a great show, folks.
Yeah, I hope I can catch a big one today.
If you're searching for the trophy largemouth bass, this is where you come. All bass fishermen know about Lake Fork around the world. This is the best time to be at Lake Fork, huh?
Yeah, it's the best time to Lake Fork now, yeah.
What about being right before a storm?
Yeah, the storm is coming and the temperature is a little down, and fish try to move in, cruising now.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, it's supposed to go, but sometimes we
we can't
predict it, so. So TJ, what I'm gonna do is, fishing the spawning cove today.
The spawning cove, this one up here?
Yeah, it's really shallow and flat over there.
I love it. I love all these stumps and stuff, but you think they've already moved up in there?
Yeah, that's I guessing.
Yeah?
Yeah, fish is inside.
Yusuke, I'm with you. You just have to tell me what to fish with.
The best way is, fishing senko.
A Cinco?
You know the senko?
Oh, yes. Is this the color you want me to throw?
Yeah, that's a good
idea. Watermelon?
No, that's a green pumpkin.
Green pumpkin. I like it.
I came to the United States 1993.
Did you come to fish, or what did you come
Yeah,
to?
the main reasons why is, I come to try to the Bassmaster stuff and try to become the pro in the United States.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was my dream, So actually my dream is already come true, becomes a full-time pro in here.
So your dream was to become a Bassmaster Pro?
Yeah, I met the JLS in Japan, the same as the Skeeter Pro.
Uh-huh.
And about 12 years ago or 13 years ago, it's cool.
Yeah.
So I want to become the Skeeter team and, become the full-time pro in the United States.
That was your dream, and your dream has come true.
Then in spawning time, a lot of times fish is spawning in front of these vegetation. So I try to flip a little bit. I still can't see the fish, but I'm sure fish is around here, so.
Just right in the fronts of the vegetation?
Or inside the vegetation.
So your favorite bait's a crankbait.
Yeah, and also the flipping or pitching like this style.
Flipping and pitching. It's hard. I mean,
yeah,
you work very hard.
It's a really tough job. A lot of people thinking job is fishing.
Right.
Oh, it's pretty nice. People think about it, and because beautiful lake, we go to the beautiful lake, and fishing just fun. Then make money. It's not like the Bassmaster Tour or some other circuit too. It's we wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the morning, then starting to fishing like 5:30 or 6 o'clock till dark.
Right.
Then still back to the motel and try to
Fix
prepare.
things that are
Try to
broken,
prepare the next day's stuff,
Right.
changing the line or checking the
Right.
hooks or changing the hooks. A lot of things going on. Then go to the bed like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock sometimes. Then wake up like another 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
So how's your fishing doing right now, Yusuke? You doing good?
Yeah, I mean, I just struggle a couple years. It's not bad, but it's not really tremendous good. I just okay to the tournament so far has been a couple years at the tour.
Now, Yusuke, I'm supposed to try and feel the bottom, just let it drop to the bottom and then tighten it up and just feel the bottom as
Yeah, just then throw to shake it off and try to feel the weeds or try to feel the log. Then if it's moving, it's bass.
Looking at it again.
Wow!
Ah,
I got it though.
you said you would. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous.
Yeah, it's that 4-pounder. Yeah! Hey DJ, I catch it. I'm the man.
You said you would. Look at that hook set too.
Yeah. It's white. It's more easy to see. It's like these big baits. I throw it. Then he look at this tube. Look at DJ,
That's
this tube.
gigantic.
Yeah, giant tube. I throw it. Then he starting to bite. Actually, he bite it. I missed the set hook. As soon as I follow the finesse. This is a trick worm.
Right.
It's more finesse stuff. I throw it back there. He eat it. Set the hook. I missed it. I throw again. Finally, he eat again. Wow.
And you really set the hook on him too.
Yeah, that's a good set hook.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so exciting, man. God. That's a Texas bass about 4 pounds, 4 to 400 plus a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not big here, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for TJ today.
Hey, not a problem. Thank
Yeah.
you for showing me how to catch a fish.
We hope enjoy another time.
Yes, 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 Yusuke.
Hi, and my name is Yusuke Miyazaki. I'm in Lake Fork. You're watching Texas Outdoor Zone.
This week's Texas Outdoor Zone is brought to you by Maxwell Dodge Super Center and Maxwell Jeep Country in Taylor. This portion of the show brought to you by the Texas Outdoor Zone stores. Hey folks, welcome to the Texas Outdoor Zone. Today I'm fishing with my buddy Brooks Rogers at Lake Fork. We're going to try a little topwater action. This is the perfect time of year to be throwing some topwater. Brooks is going to give us some tips and pointers on throwing the topwater and how to catch the big fish. You don't want to miss this. Now it's time for the Maxwell Dodge Super Center Tip of the Week. Folks, I'm with my buddy Brooks Rogers, and here's your Texas Outdoor Zone tip for this week.
All right, TJ, we're going to talk about some of the changes I make with the pawpaw style bait or the Yellow Magic. First off, most of your pawpaw style baits do not come with a split ring. I always put a split ring on mine. It will allow your lure to have a little bit more action and actually allow it to want to walk a little bit as opposed to tying it directly to the eye. I do that and also replace the front hook with a number 4 Gamakatsu EWG, and just a little larger hook makes a huge difference in the amount of fish you'll catch.
Well, folks, there you have it from a BASS Fishing Pro. That's your Texas Outdoor Zone tip for this week. Well, let's get after it.
Let's do it.
Show me how to catch them.
All right.
What pound line are you using on these small pawpawers?
Normally 15 is what I use.
And you like the yellow one.
Well,
What's
this
it
is
called?
actually what I used is a Yellow Magic. They have a real chicken feather as a tail. They just seem to get more bites.
It's a pawpaw style bait.
It's a
but
pawpaw
not
style
pawpaw
bait. That's
brand.
correct. It's what they call a Yellow Magic.
And it's a chicken feather?
That's what it's right. It
Wow.
breathes better. It has more flair to it in the water. It moves around.
It doesn't squeeze together like the...
Yeah, right.
Right, okay. Well, now you guide out here a lot when you're not fishing the
Tour.
tournament trail.
Yeah. This is all I've done. Basically all my life is fish. And
So the topwater bite, Brooks, continues to probably be good for the next month or so here.
It will, you know, on days that it's overcast, you can catch them obviously a lot better you can when it's sunny.
Now, how long have you been fishing the tournament trail, pro trail?
This is my second year to fish the Bassmaster Tour. I fished the Opens, I guess, 3 years. But it's my second. I qualified to fish the 03 season and fished the Tour in 03, and then, of course, this past year in 04.
What do you think about fishing with guys like Van Dam and Yellis and?
Oh, I tell you what, it's a dream come true, you know, to actually be able to live your dream.
So what do you tell guys that are out there that are fishing local tournaments and you know, their dream is to do the same thing? What do you say to those young guys? What kind of advice do you have for them?
Well, I think the main thing is, first and foremost, the biggest issue is your finances. The tour this year, TJ, 6 events at $1,925 a pop. You know, that's just a shade under $12,000. That does not include a place to stay, gasoline prices at $1.60 a gallon. I don't really include food because you got to eat whether you're gone or home. But I mean, you look at the whole deal and buy a new fishing license for every state, you're looking at close to 20 grand.
Well, don't you just go down there and get the local boat shop to give you a boat and good motor and go to the Holiday Inn and tell them to give you free rooms? And
it would be nice if it was that simple. I've been fortunate enough to, over my 7 years of guiding, to meet, you know, some people. In fact, I've got 2 paying sponsors, and they have nothing to do with fishing. One of them is IHOP Restaurants.
I noticed
and,
that.
And the other one is a lumberyard, Cassidy Jones. Somebody like me that has never done anything on the national scene as far as, I mean, I've had some top 10 finishes and things in Bassmasters, but until you make the Classic, you're just not going to get fishing sponsors as far as paying sponsors. I would advise somebody to try to find sponsors at a regional level with corporations and things that can
local people.
Local people. I mean, maybe a guy that owns a chain of gas stations. I think you just got to be creative, you know, as far as getting sponsors and as far as getting things outside the industry. And a lot of it's just like anything else. It's not necessarily what you know, but who you know. Of course, you got to catch bass. Obviously, that's first and foremost, number one. But if you can't visit with the public and talk to people and act like you have some sense, and people, you know, sponsors aren't going to be interested in you. They want guys that are, you don't have to have a 4-year degree, but they want guys that, you know, have a decent vocabulary, look nice, dress nice, and you know, you need to look nice. I mean, you need to be in shape. You know, you don't have to go out there and run a marathon, but you need to look presentable. Oh, there he is.
Oh, big fish, big.
You fought that hard, you gonna sit there and lay down like that?
God,
that's a good one.
Golly.
That fish is, in fact, she looks full of eggs.
She is huge.
Yeah.
That little popar.
Probably about 5.5 pounds, I'd guess.
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous.
Sure is.
Here.
You see it better? There you go. There you go.
Wow.
Yep, that's a beautiful Lake Fork bass on the topwater.
Folks, only one place, Lake Fork and the Texas Outdoor Zone right there. Folks, you're watching the Texas Outdoor Zone. We'll be back right after this. Now it's time for the Texas Parks and Wildlife Corral, brought to you by Maxwell Jeep Country and Taylor.
Okay, hold it right.
Meet Corey Terry, a young man who loves to fish. And like most fishermen in Texas, Corey likes to catch largemouth bass.
Well, I caught 3 fish over there. And one of them was about 3 pounds, and the other was about 5.5.
Corey is one of 2.5 million anglers who fish Texas each year, bringing well over $2 billion to the state economy. Bass fishing is big business, and it's only getting bigger.
Biologists in Texas were committed to making bass angling as good as they can make it, and they employed a number of tools such as length limits and stocking to achieve that.
Texas has nearly 2 million acres of inland water, most of them man-made reservoirs built for flood control or to provide power and water. But these reservoirs also created more fish habitat, and the most popular is Lake Fork.
You cannot go anywhere in this country that fishermen have not heard of Lake Fork and do not consider Lake Fork as the top big bass producer in the United States.
The Sabine River Authority built Lake Fork in the early 80s, and its reputation as the best bass lake in the country is no accident. The lake was filled in stages, allowing fish populations to start in small ponds. Most of the vegetation and timber were left intact, providing habitat for bass.
Prior to Lake Fork, they would go through and just bulldoze the bottom. And this one, they kept the timber, and that gave it a jump start like no other lake in the history of the state's ever had.
With fishing being a $27 million a year industry on Lake Fork alone, Texas Parks and Wildlife is making sure the fishing remains good and, most of all, fun.
Those are the biggest fish I've ever caught. I think I'm going to keep on fishing for a little while longer.
At Lake Fork, this is Lydia Saldana reporting.
Nice bass. We've been talking to a lot of the pros today, the bass pros, about where their dreams came from, how they dreamed about being a bass pro, and how their dreams are coming true. We even talked to Yusuke, and he said that he met you 12 years ago in Tokyo, Japan, and when he saw that you could be a bass pro, he set his sights for coming to America and doing that. And today when we were fishing with him, he said, you know, I met Jay Ellis, and my dreams have come true. And what were your dreams? When did you realize that you could be a pro fisherman?
You know, I guess I caught that dream back when I was about in 11th grade. I can remember growing up, I played a lot of sports, and I always, you know, I'm in high school, and I always enjoyed fishing, but just real casually. My dad was just a kind of a casual trout, salmon type fisherman. He'd go for bass every now and then, but when I was 16 years old, I caught my first bass. We came out and we went to the tackle shop, and we each bought one crankbait. I bought a crawdad colored hellbender, and my buddy got a frog colored one. And we went out in our little John boat. We fished all day. We'd take turns rowing. We didn't have a trolling motor, just a little John boat. And one guy would row, and the other guy would stand up there and cast for about an hour. And then the other guy would row, and the other guy would cast. And I caught my first keeper bass that day. And and man, all of a sudden, I just caught, you know, that bass fever. By the time I was a senior in high school, I knew that I wanted to be a pro bass fisherman. That was, you know, became a dream of mine.
So Jay, tell me, if there's a young guy out there that's, you know, their dream is to be a bass fishing pro, and they want to fish for a living, tell me what you think, what's your advice to those young guys and gals even out there?
Go to college, get a degree, and then worry about it. You know, that's what I did. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a pro fisherman. My mom and dad had a lot of wisdom. They said, son, that's great to chase your dreams, but you need to temper your dreams with wisdom and with patience. And it's a very good idea for any young person to get a college education, because most fishing pros' careers peak when they're about 40. And it's important to remember that there's not any one specific formula that a young guy needs to follow to be a pro fisherman. All these guys that I know that do it for a living, they all follow a little bit different path to get to where they're at today. There's some similarities in them, but there's not, 10 set of rules that you have to do to be a pro fisherman. But nearly all the guys have a college degree, and they do that, and it gives you a chance to grow up a little bit, and then just lots of time on the water. Hi, I'm Jay Ellis, and you're watching the Texas Outdoor Zone.
Dreams can come true, folks. If you really, really, really have a dream of becoming a bass pro, a basketball star, a baseball player, work hard, practice, 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 and your dream can come true, just like the guest on our show today. Thanks for watching the Texas Outdoor Zone this week. Come back next week. In between now and then, get the kids off the couch, get them outside, get them away from the TVs and the computer, get them out into the great Texas Outdoor Zone. See you next week. Hey folks, I'm TJ Graney, your host for the Texas Outdoor Zone. Today it's a special treat. We're with Yusuke. So what? I don't get. Give me, baby. I'm with Yusuke Miyazaki. He's and we're gonna try and catch some fish. Brooks, we're fishing with Brooks Rogers, my buddy from Lake Fork area. We're gonna. Yes.
What?
Oh, the pawpaw. You gotta,
Well, I think the main reason, JT, is that these fish are...
TJ.
TJ, excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay.
This is how I make a living, making mistakes. Stick around, folks. We'll be back with...
Hi, my name is Yusuke. This is more tough to do. The fishing is more easy to me.
You want to retie that joker?
No.
Oh,
Woo! Adios, cameraman. So you think bass fishing is all just running around, sunny weather, beautiful days, and just having fun fishing? Well, sometimes it's wet, it's cold, and these guys stay out here and fish because it's their job. On the other hand, I don't have to do that. I'm going in. Dreams. Today we're going to talk about dreams, outdoorsmen, and women. Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to talk about. You see where I'm going with this? It's like than any other lake in the state. You just have to, and always wish we could. I can't even remember what I said last.